Good morning. Um, First and foremost, I have to let you know that my English is not perfect, and I'm probably gonna make a couple of mistakes in pronunciating the things that I want to say. So please give me a pass on that. And if I say something the wrong way or whatever, I'm explaining it because of that reason. All right. So this video, I want to make it as a little small reaction when it comes to the so-called debate in between Mr. Billy Carson and Mr. Wesley Huff. I am going to say from the jump that the fact that Mr. Wesley Huff is a scholar by accreditation. He is a scholar. He is a person that has accomplished and completed all his studies and all that to the point of becoming a director of an institution where he resides or whatever. And but there is also no doubt that Mr. Billy Carson has done his homework, and in many of the fields that he considered necessary to be able to expose his theories and his beliefs and his way of seeing this reality, and what he does is shares that with us, the people, the regular people that is curious and is on here on the social media and other places, just looking for things that are becoming interesting that can call our attention. And so that's where Mr. Billy Carson has come to play a role in our lives. And when I say a role in our lives, I'm not meaning in a fanatic way or in a way that has influenced me to do anything that's harmful to myself or my loved ones. For example, that debate, from my standpoint, it wasn't a debate. It was gonna be an interactive podcast where Billy Carson and his friend were going to have conversations about different topics, and this person, in this case Mr. Wesley Huff, was invited last minute into what he supposedly didn't know was gonna be a debate, but it just became supposedly a debate. But with the things that Mr. Huff himself, after the video where Mr. Billy Carson explained how things went down with receipts and with proof, Mr. Wesley Huff, the only thing that he missed out on is the fact that there are many of us out here, regular people, that have an understanding and that we know, we can see, okay, through the fakeness. No, I'm talking about fakeness within a human being. For example, Mr. Wesley Huff is on a victory lap. Whoever wants to say that he's not, is because they want to see what they want to see. It's on a victory lap, which is the result of a supposed to be debate that he basically destroyed Mr. Billy Carson, and I disagree 100%, because what I saw in that podcast is exactly what Mr. Billy Carson described. Different than what Mr. Wesley Huff has exposed, and in his way of basically sarcastically using very dark humor, which is something that is also what we, the regular people, can pick up immediately when we have an understanding of intentions and how we perceive the energy from somebody, right? If you know, you know. I'm not taking away no credits from Mr. Huff and his career and his accomplishments and the fact that he knows what he knows. What I know about Mr. Billy Carson is that I started to see Mr. Billy Carson's stuff a year ago. I didn't subscribe to his channel. His shorts or reels or whatever started popping up little by little, and basically I don't remember subscribing to his channel. I don't think I have yet, but maybe I did because I became interested in some of the theories that he exposed, but not because I started changing my view and my belief about our Jesus Christ or our Lord Jehovah. I was born and I was introduced to the knowledge of the way we came to exist, and it's the same story that you all heard, and I'm sticking to my story. I'm sticking to the fact that we can meet the Lord through our King Jesus that came and sacrificed his life to save us, and that's what I believe. Then that's what I live my life trying to see if one day I can just basically give my life to God full time. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I watch Mr. Billy Carson's content, I don't feel like he's influencing me to do anything wrong or negative. In fact, many things that I became interested in is because I saw his videos and basically brought in me the interest of going and research things that I never heard of, that I heard them from him. And because of that, I might have subscribed to this channel just because of that. But who is Mr. Wesley Huff? I had no idea up until this debate happened, so-called debate. Why wasn't this one of the debates of one of the biggest trending situations of the last probably 5-10 years? Why didn't they advertise this thing? If it wasn't an ambush or a setup, why didn't they all agree upon a date? Why weren't they introduced to one another? Why didn't they talk to one another before this so-called debate? Why didn't they put it together? Because they are businessmen. Everybody in there involved within their own rights is a businessman. They know perfectly how to put together something that they all were gonna benefit from it when it comes to the financial situation. Also, they were gonna also share knowledge to us through that debate, no matter who won or lost, because whoever won, if it was advertised, was gonna have to give it to the other one and go and do his own research. If he wanted a rematch or a comeback, he was gonna have probably his right to do so. And if it was defeated again, was gonna have to understand that it's the other way around. It's how the other person said that it was. And that's how you do something if you don't have bad intentions. But where do we see the bad intention? Yeah, and everything that's happening before and after this so-called debate. Yes, Mr. Carson is not perfect. He's gonna make mistakes, just like I am making mistakes daily. You are making mistakes daily. Everybody makes mistakes, but there is something called intention. And I have never felt, had a doubt or even a thought that Mr. Billy Carson is trying to manipulate me mentally with anything that he's exposing, because he's leaving it to me whether I want to believe what he's saying or not. Which, by the way, I think he goes crazy on some things, man. I'm not gonna lie, and that's one of the reasons for why I watch his content. Because sometimes I can say, man, Billy's crazy. How is he just gonna say that? I don't know. You know what I mean? But that, yeah. You gotta have some sense of humor. You have to give the other person the right to express themselves. It's not a crime. Why did they go after Mr. Billy Carson? Because he was the one trending. That's my opinion. And that's my take. Mr. Wesley Huff is enjoying his victory lap, and that's no good. Because he's now enjoying the spoils of a war that he was the one that ambushed the enemy, that didn't know it was an enemy in the first place, and destroyed supposedly, or try. But the problem is that we're gonna give time to this situation, and this video I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel. If whoever came to watch this video, I appreciate the fact, because I'm just a regular person like you that comes to YouTube, go to TikTok, and sometimes Instagram, Facebook, looking for things that are gonna awaken my interest and my curiosity, and I might just find some of the pieces to my puzzles. You know what I'm saying? And so I decide what I'm taking. None of these people that be talking, and people that be talking positive, and they motivational speakers and preachers and this, nobody is gonna come in my mind, okay, and take over. Okay? I'm already busy trying to get fear out of my life. So I don't allow anybody else to come over here and try to influence me to do anything I don't feel or desire to do. But the content is interesting, and that's why I look for the content. So I hear a lot of people commenting. They go immediately and say, Billy Carson is destroyed. Oh man, I just turned my life to God because I met Wesley Huff. Oh yeah? With all these preachers that I've been preaching you every day, all of a sudden you turn your life to God because you saw that Wesley Huff is now on a victory lap, enjoying the fact that Billy Carson is ranting and going crazy, and he thinks he doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, I just came and destroyed this man. Now I'm gonna take his place. You know what I'm saying? I'm prettier. I'm the scholar. I got all my titles in my living room, and I can show them to the people. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's see the reality for what it is. Let's not pretend, because right now the world is full of that. The world is full of fools. Don't be one of them. Be yourself. Have discernment. Have some integrity with yourself. And first with God, and then with yourself, man. Thank you. Behind the wheel with El Tommy Boy. That's me. El Tommy Boy, because that's the nickname that people gave me when I was doing music, and I still honor to that. One of these days I just decided to change it, but right now I'm El Tommy Boy.